So if prisoners could take their own mugshots, they'd be called selfies. Selfies. Prison cells? No?
Perfect.
Okay, broskies, one of the most underrated Jordans of the year so far, it is of course the Air Jordan 4 Red Cement. So right now, in my opinion, the Jordan 4 is the creme de la creme when it comes to hype. Yes, the Jordan 1's still hanging around. Yes, the SB Dunks are still there too. And yes, there are some other collaborations to certain silhouettes to boost the hype a little bit. But I still think the Jordan 4 still has the crown. No matter what the colorway, they're always selling out. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, broskies. A lot of people didn't really like this colorway, and I don't really know why. Yes, a lot of people are saying they've already got the fire reds, and I totally get it. A few people are kind of doing what they did with the midnight navies. They were saying it's the poor man's white cement, and it's the same with these technically with the fire red 4s. Now I've got both the midnight navies and of course the red cements now, but I kind of do like them on their own. Obviously the white cements and fire reds are creme de la creme just because they're OG colorways. But anyway, Billy's gonna say what Billy's gonna say. As long as you like the sneaker, that's all that matters. Now, one of the things that I am impressed with though is definitely this new box. Yes, most of the box is in black, but the black cement splatter is kind of shiny, so it stands out from the background. And I do really like that. Of course, we've got the Flight logo on the top of the lid, but even the Jumpman logo is a different color to your regular red one. Now, the product sticker does go on to say Air Jordan 4 Retro, and the official colorway is white, fire red, and black. Okay, I guess when you're calling the shoe fire red on the product sticker, you're kind of asking for trouble, if you ask me. Now I just want to interrupt the video very quickly to give a big shout out to today's sponsor, Mystery Football. Now I have recently worked with Mystery Football before, and I've told you guys already about the fun way in buying a football shirt, but that's not all they offer. They offer retro kits, limited edition ones, and recent shirts too. Literally retro shirts from donkeys years ago, from when I had a hairline. Yes, I did have a hairline. But they've even sent me out this Dortmund kit from this season, and boy, does it look good. And just to mention as well, the football shirts, they're all authentic. They come with all the original packaging and the tags. Now I do love Dortmund's kits. They've always surprised me, but they have a limited edition one on their website that I might even treat myself to. But if you didn't want to get one for yourself, of course, Christmas is right around the corner. And I know, it's too soon to mention that word, but who doesn't love a mystery box or a football shirt as a present? Because I know I do. But all Mystery Football's links to their websites and their socials will be down below, so check it out. Once again, thank you Mystery Football for sponsoring today's video. Now it's back to the review. Now the official drop has already gone of course, but there are some restocks that I can see, and of course the aftermarket isn't looking too bad. So just like next door neighbor's cat, if you're still on the fence with these, then the sizing might just be on your mind. Now, as a lot of you may know, the Jordan 4 isn't known for the most comfortable shoe out there. Got its reputation for rubbing out a lot of pinky toes over the years, and I can defo vouch for that. But when it comes to the sizing though, for me anyway, they've always been true to size, and it's the same with the red cements. So whatever Jordan 4 sizing you normally go with, or even a Jordan 1 or even a 3, I just stick to that. Now over the past couple of years, of course, inflation's hit up near enough everything. So for £190 for a Jordan 4, a lot more people are going to be way more selective. And that's exactly like myself. I mean, if it doesn't wow me a lot from the get-go, then I'm not really going to keep it. Yes, I might get them in for a review, but that's as far as it goes. But this one though, I really do feel like there's something about it that I really like. And maybe it's a case of I don't have the fire red 4s, so I've kind of settled for these. But regardless of that, let's have a look at the shoe, because I do think Nike pulled out the stops with this one. Now starting off with the leather, I've got to tell the truth, these are very decent. No, it's not the best leather that I've ever seen on a Jordan 4, but it's defo up there. Personally, I even think it's better than the Midnight Navy 4s, and they were pretty decent too. But as you can see, when you stroke the leather, it defo creases in a good way. It's nowhere near that plastic leather that we normally get on Jordans nowadays. But as you can see, most of the upper is of course in that white leather with the hits of red on those wings and the black too. The black hits for me were defo needed, because if they went with red all over, it just would have killed the shoe. Now it wouldn't be called a red cement without out some cement splatters, and this does pull it off as well. This is what I kind of feel separates this from the fire red 4s. Now we've got that traditional webbing to the mid panels, and then of course near the toe box as well. And this toe box, thankfully, is a lot more streamlined than compared to the frozen moments that we had recently. A lot of people did notice that that toe box was a lot more boxier than we're used to. Maybe because it was a female exclusive, or it could have been the fact that the materials were different. But thankfully on this pair, it doesn't look like the case. Now the white laces here do go with the shoe. I mean, I've seen some swaps with black and reds, and they kind of do work. But I feel like for me, the only color really worth swapping out for is sail. But then again, the white still works. Now of course, we've got that webbing going up half the tongue, but then the rest of it is in that nice leather. And then we've got that Jordan Flight logo there. Now the sock liner and of course the insole is in that black colorway. So if you're wearing white socks with these, they're definitely going to show on the inside. Now the back is where I feel like has divided a lot more people than it should, but I actually do like it. We've got the red pull tab towards the heel counter, and then we've got that black Jumpman logo there. And then there's a lot more cement splatter there in black. Now the leather panels around the ankle collar, it isn't as nice as say the rest of the upper, but still it's not too bad. Of course, moving on to the midsole though, the hits of black, red and white therefore complement each other. In my opinion anyway, pictures didn't do this sneaker any justice. So only kind of when you see them in hand or get them on foot. Of course, we have the hits of white to the air unit as well. And the outsole is as traditional as it gets, coming in black, red, white and grey. So broskies, what are we thinking? Are you sold on the red cements or not? And of course, are these a buy or a buy? Now these are not touching the OG fire red 4s. I'm not going to sit here and say that they are. But I do think though, just like the midnight navies, it's a great shoe all on its own. But if you're still 50-50 thinking what the OGs are going to say and all of that sort of stuff, don't even think like that. Trust me broskies, I only say this to say as well because I know a lot of youngsters do watch these videos. Do not worry about what anyone is telling you about your kicks. You pay the money for them, so just buy what you want. Now I know the retail price has gone up to $190 and it is an absolute killer, but there was a reason behind the madness from Nike, according to them anyway. They were saying the reason they put their prices up is to stop the resale prices being so high, and it's kind of worked. Most of the Jordan 4s nowadays anyway, they're not really reselling for as much, and a lot of people nowadays aren't really buying sneakers like they used to. So if you do miss out on a drop and you want to go on the resale market, then it's not as bad as it used to be. If these dropped about 4 years ago, these be selling for at least 400 quid. Of course, overall, I do really like this sneaker. I think it stands on its own compared to the fire red 4s, but I do see the resemblance too. Anyways broskies, the Jordan 4 red cements are an absolute buy. But comment down below and let me know what you think. Were the red cement 4s your cup of tea, or was this an absolute miss? Leave it all down below and I will pin the best comment. Anyways, thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and of course, until the next episode, take care. You know, if prisoners could take their own mugshots, they'd be called... Don't know what happened there, I missed the breath. What the f? Oh man. You know, if prisoners... Red cement? Seaman? David? And it's the same with these, with the white... They were... And that's the same with these, with the fire red. What the f? Bro, this store has not stopped all day, bro. So it turns out... There's a bloody leaflet for Pizza Go-Go. Pretty much hit everything. And the Jordans have... I don't like. But in terms of keeping them from a... Maybe because it was a material... Maybe because it was a... What was it because? Female exclusive. Or maybe it was because... Maybe because...